All right, let's try this again. What's going on, guys? And welcome back to CHISME Report. I'm your host, Danny Flores. Sorry, I had to end this live real quick and then come back on because apparently you guys couldn't hear me. So, I was saying in my before this mess up that I'm back, guys. I know I've been MIA for the past week. I think I've been sick with a cold, flu. I think it was a cold. But it was pretty intense, yo. I was having body aches, and then my nose was bothering me, my freaking cough. So yeah, I sorry in advance if I'm coughing and stuff throughout the live. So sorry for the sniffling and coughing that you guys are about to hear in this live. But hello, hopefully you guys could hear me well. Finally, I'm back, guys. I'm back with the cheese man. I'm sorry for the previous the previous live that failed. But I don't know what was it. I think it was so I got new equipment, right? And I put it in back of my old one, and I don't know, it probably touched the cable, it unplugged. That's why you guys couldn't hear me. Pero I'm here, I'm back. Let's get into it, guys. I feel like I've been missing your lives. I haven't been live in a minute. It's probably been like a week, 4 or 5 days, something like that. But yes, I'm here, guys. I missed you guys so much. Bro, I missed the chisme so much. And we're gonna get into it because first of all, last week I was called out by someone. We're not gonna get into that today. Probably tomorrow or Wednesday. Today I want to focus on what happened on Saturday, guys, because what happened on Saturday, it was drama, 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 and you guys know I'm here for it. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the wishes. Yes, I do feel better. I'm back. I'm back and I'm better, like the song says. But we're gonna wait for what, 7 more. Oh, never mind. Y'all made it to 300. Okay, we have 300 people here on the live. So let's get into it, guys. If you guys don't know, not yesterday, Saturday. I'm sorry. Hold on, let me open up my notes. Saturday, a few people went live, including Cooking on a Budget, and two of Maybae's ex admins. They went live, bro. I wish I was feeling 100% and a little better. Well, I wish I was feeling 100% and it wasn't on Saturday, is what I meant to say. Because I would have loved to hop on here because this was interesting. A lot of yelling on here, so make sure if you guys are on headphones, make sure to lower your volume because it's gonna get crazy. So, anyways, a few people here, two admins, old admins, and Cooking on a Budget went live. Just talking about what they went through with May. But then the fun part comes in because May comes into the chat. Thank you for the stars. Appreciate it. She comes into the chat and gets into it with the both admins. So let's take a look on what was this about. So the first few minutes, it's not really much. I'm just want to show you guys that we guys are like aware of the situation,
Yeah,
why
sure,
they
we
went
got.
live.
And I'll say first and foremost, so I don't hate her, okay? The problem with me
Thank you for
was
the stars,
I
guys.
loved
Appreciate it.
that woman. I did everything to be there for her, to be her friend because when I
Mhm.
first started working for her, she hit me like not like hit me, but her words really hit me in a sense like she said all of her friends leave her, or don't quote me, but in a roundabout way, none of her friendships last. And that
She
really,
said that on live last night too.
Okay, so the two on top, obviously, you guys are like, who are they? Ashley and Nicole were admins for Maybae, and the bottom is Cooking on the Budget, Carrie. But right here, with Ashley saying that she told May that she would never leave her, blah blah blah. I think that's why May got hurt slash mad that Ashley just left out of the admin position, and that's why she was hurt because of
yeah,
that.
that to me was like, Ashley, prove to this girl you know how to be a friend. You can treat her like a real friend, and because that's the way I am. I've always been one to keep my circle small, but I mean, this
Thanks,
is my
bud.
best friend right here. I think she can. I mean, I don't know, but
You're amazing.
I literally loved her. I loved her so much as a person, aside from anything that she did, like I have my own skeletons. I think we all do as people. So not only did I feel like there was a friendship, but
All right, so I'm not going to show you guys the whole thing. You guys get the point. This is how they started. But an interesting point Ashley made was that remember when Maybae was, looking for a house, trying to, ask people for money to get this house, ask for a down payment. Well, Maybae actually asked Ashley for 200K. Listen, I don't know if Ashley has it like that, if she has that type of money, but let's hear where Ashley, says, "Yo, Maybe asked me for this money and I wanted to let her borrow it." And I'm like, "What? No, really?"
That was a really distasteful way to shun me or do whatever
Right.
you had intentions of doing, because I would never do that to you. May was in a position, she's a huge content creator, and I at a point felt honored when she came to me asking to borrow $200,000. I actually was, I wanted to do it. I wanted to help her. I felt at the time she asked
Wait, wait.
me,
When she
like,
asked you
she
for what? What?
$200,000. Yeah,
Oh,
$200,000.
Bro, that is insane. When I heard that, I'm like, bro, I listen. I'm not trying to bash anyone, but Ashley, bro, why would you even consider, like, I look, I know why. I'm just being sarcastic, right? But bro, that 200 grand is a lot. But Ashley said, she states that, yo, yes, I was one of these Maybae fangirls. I just wanted to do everything with May, blah blah blah. I understand, because there's May still has a lot of people like that. And if you if you guys haven't seen her live from yesterday, she was on YouTube. She had a lot of people, right? She had a lot of yes man on her platform. But they did this whole, listen, May copied Ashley, Nicole, and Carrie here in this situation, because she tried to do the same thing on her YouTube, right? They use the same platform, StreamYard, and she just invited a whole bunch of people. Like I said, invited a whole bunch of yes man people that, just kiss her ass. Just gonna put it like that, kiss her ass into that platform. And yeah, they were just, I guess, having a good time. But I preferred watching this one just because this one was interesting. Once Maybe got here, shit hit the fan. So let's go ahead. Well, actually, let's not skip too far of it or hit ourselves, because Ashley then shows receipts of the money she collected for May. And this, bro, it was a lot of money. It was a lot of money. I was like, bro, why? But anyways, let's look at this. I'm trying to find the timestamp I have here. That way we just get into it. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay, it's right here. This is where she has the money.
This is up to you, obviously. Do you want to show receipts of what you've done for her? Or do you just want to give numbers? Or do you not want to
No,
go
I
there?
can show them real quick, just because, and this, no, and this is in defense of myself of being accused of supposedly stealing money that wasn't even paid out yet. Because again, if you know, and you're a content creator, like November will get paid for October. December will get paid for November. January will get paid for December. Like, you're always a month back. So that money that was supposedly missing wasn't even to be paid for yet. So this is just a little, and I'm going to go quick. So if you need to take screenshots or rewatch the live, if you're more than welcome to. But
they got their screenshot finger ready.
Yeah.
Okay, I see a comment saying y'all still hating on me. I'm not. I'm like, I don't know if you're talking about me. I'm just reacting to this. My question to them was like, yo, why did you guys do this? I don't think I've asked them. I asked myself, like, when you're watching something and you're talking to yourself, I was like, okay, why would you guys do this out of the nowhere? Maybe if you guys are watching, maybe reply.
So this right here was $1,000
receipts.
sent to her. This was for my mentorship. This was actually me. This is what I paid for my mentorship.
That's crazy that y'all dropped that much money.
This right here was a $5,000 invoice that I invoiced somebody that was in the mentorship business platform. This is another $500 that I invoiced through my platform. This is another $500 I invoiced through my Square platform. Sheesh. This was one woman that lives in a different country that wanted to give all this money to May, but it wasn't business. So I guess let me rephrase that.
What?
This was her paying for services and just kind of paying more upfront, because May was looking for help on her house, and this girl wanted to essentially help her, kind of.
Bro, This is crazy. $900, $900, 800, 700, 600, 600, 26. Bro, you
Give her a bunch of money up front and then work off.
wow.
So as you can see, 900, 900, 800, 700, 600, 600, 260. This is all Apple Pays that I've paid. That money has come to me through whatever way. And, you know, and if you're wondering why I had to be involved with money, because May only accepted Apple Pay and Zelle. So a lot of people paid through Cash App or Venmo. May didn't accept those forms of payment at the time. So I would take the money, whether it was through me invoicing, which I showed in the beginning, or it was through Cash App or Venmo, and then I would send it to her. So these are all Apple Pay, 500, 250, 255, 300, 252.
Wow.
255, 255, 255, 255, 250, 255, and hundreds, not dollars.
Okay, so my question to Maybae is like, why did you not get the house then? You have this much money. And also in her previous live on YouTube, I forgot to show you guys that she actually showed receipts of her payments, of her Facebook payments. And this lady in 1 month, she made $96,000. Bro, what? And you still couldn't get the that's insane to me. That's a lot of money, y'all.
255, 100, 255,
Sounds like money laundering.
500, 250, 500, 250. 255, 255, 250, 255, 255, 255. 650, 250, 500. Those weren't for her. 250, 500, 250. 250, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 100. 250, 255, 5, 250. And again, this is not anything on her. I would do this again for somebody that I considered my friend. This is something that I would do for anybody that I considered my friend. This is me essentially, like I could have, if I wanted to, I could, you know what I mean? Like it just, this, I'm sticking up for myself. 100, right. 350, 350, 250, 100, 555, 255.
Y'all see the
receipts. Last two aren't.
This is a lot of money, y'all.
One is the $600 from somebody. So again, like I need to keep saying these numbers, but I do a couple more that I'll show, you know, 600, 600, 700.
I'll be her friend.
And then we have another one, 600, 600, 600. You know, there's just a lot of it. And this isn't even all of them. This is just what I got. These are 3 people to me for the mentorship. These are all people that paid me 5, 750, 750, 750, 750. Again,
yeah, the connection was horrible. I'm not gonna even lie. It was horrible when I was watching this. I'm like, bro, like it was only Ashley's connection that was losing it. But
let's see. So these are all Cash Apps, 500. Okay, so these are all money that, you know, I sent to her out of my own pocket through TikTok. You know, sometimes she would go on TikTok and message me and say, hey, Ashley, I'm going on. She would want support or, you know, for me to help her or whatever. And, you know, again, I can't blame her. I did it. But these are all, it ended up being about, what was it, Nicole? $6,500?
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Oh, she's gonna have to pay
but wait
taxes.
a minute, but you need money. But go ahead.
And she did pay me back. She paid me back one time for $600. Because I don't think she realized, I don't think she maybe hasn't ever sent people money on Cash App. So she didn't realize how actually expensive it is to send people. Like anybody that's been on TikTok and has sent or coins, whatever you call them, to people, like it adds up. It's not, but again, I considered her my friend. I would do it for anybody. That's just the type of person I am. So again, this is in defense to me of when she called me out and said that, you know, she thought that I stole her. I think it was an $8,000 bonus money.
Oh yeah. So I guess that's how I started. That's why they did this live. So apparently, allegedly, May went on live and said Ashley. I don't know if she specifically said Ashley, or I think she might have said either Ashley or Adamans, right? She said, yo, they stole my bonus money, blah, blah, blah. And Ashley wanted to come up and clear her name, right? So that's why this live started. So now let's skip ahead where, you know, Maybae enters the chat, because I was watching the guys. I literally watched the whole thing. It was 3 hours and 8 minutes. I watched the whole thing. I watched 1 hour on Saturday, 2 hours on Sunday. So let's go where Maybae enters a chat, because that's when it gets good. And like I said, be ready. Hopefully you guys have your popcorn. Hopefully you guys do.
Forever.
You work
1 day a
every
week
day.
and free
You
promotion
messages
forever.
every day on Maybae.
Promotion for what, May? I don't have a page. And I work definitely way more than 1 day a week.
Yeah. I mean,
Right.
I was when I first started, I was sharing. So it was me and Bryn. It was me and Bryn and Jessica, and we were the first 3 working together, you know, and then we hired more people because it is a lot of work. But there would be numerous days where I would pay people $100 to take my shift because, you know, I was also answering all the messages on Maybae Life, and, you know, just got a little hectic sometimes. So, you know, it's not me saying anything bad about the job. That's not at all where I'm taking it. But is there any way to mend the relationship? I would say that if she could honestly come to me and apologize, and I would absolutely apologize for my wrongdoing. I'm a grown enough woman for that. I think that could be done. But as far as like us actually being friends again, I don't see that happening. That's just my honest opinion. That's not me trying to say I would never want to be her friend again. I just feel like when, you know, certain things happen, and
Skipping it. Hold on, guys.
this is when I left. Everybody would get 2 shares a day. So when you paid for the mentorship, you would get right, but that would be a
What were the shifts?
Texas time 10 to 10. That's 12 hours.
They work 12 hours
10
for
to 10.
Maybae.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
We were shared from
10 to
10 to 10.
Okay, I thought I was wrong
But it
on
was
that.
hours.
But okay, gotcha.
Yes,
It
Carrie was the only one that kept her cool in this live, because after this I'm gonna show you another live that you guys probably didn't see, and yeah, shit was popping over there.
was an
Yeah,
hour
Texas time,
behind
10
us, so
to
it was
10.
different for us.
Oh yeah. Okay, but it was 12-hour shifts.
Mhm.
That's what I thought
That's
I remember.
insane. 12 hours
Yeah.
for free, or probably not for free, but
So if Nicole may have said
a little
anything
bit of money.
incorrect at the time, it's not because she's a liar. It's because maybe,
Nope.
you know, she hasn't worked for her for a while. And this isn't something that we talk about every day and keep up fresh. Like, you know, jealous and
For free.
Oh
Yeah,
Nicole
people
worked
really
for
want to
free.
know why you ladies would work for free.
Because, and let me say
so for
something.
me,
This is,
my pay,
go ahead, Ash.
so for me, my pay as an admin, because mind you, I started in the mentorship. I paid to be in the mentorship. I graduated. I think it took me like 2.5 months. But I didn't start from floor level. Like I already had an established business. So I went through it pretty fast. Obviously, you know, she helped me get through it. Like I'm not ever going to say that. But my pay was to be shared. Like I could go live on her platform anytime I wanted.
Imagine working for someone and the only way of payment is for them to share you out. Like, no, I need the money, bro. I gotta pay bills. That's
for promo,
crazy,
like
bro.
I would go on and, you know, which I only did it, you know, a couple of times in the entire time I was with her. But we could share self whenever we wanted. We pretty much had access to all her pages whenever we wanted to share our content. So that was our pay.
So
and
that
I
was
will
your
say
pay,
this,
right?
and I will say, yeah, time and time again, people may question, why would you, if you're viewing it that way, why would you work for free as far as not getting paid any money? Because that's the type of person I am. Call me stupid, call me crazy, I'll take it. But I would do that for anybody that I considered my friend.
Sorry.
And that's all I'll say.
That's not good.
So somebody is saying that May said she's blocked. Do any of you have her blocked? Because she's not blocked from my page.
I don't think I think she's blocked from Ashley's glam stuff, but we are live on.
All right. So at this point, Ashley went to go give May the invitation to come on, hop on. So let's see when she comes back. And then the queen herself, oh, Big Mama comes in right here.
Right. Well, either way, I unblocked her personal profile. That's the only thing I had blocked. So if that's the case, then she should be able to come in now.
Kristen said, if those
Even be able to
taxes
go-
come out to be over $1,000, will you still be okay paying them? There she is.
She is.
Yeah, I mean, I chose to do that at the time. No matter what the taxes come to, I'm going to pay it. I'm not going to blame it on
Maybe's
her.
ready to fight.
She didn't, let's just be clear. Maybe didn't force me to accept any payment of any type.
Right.
I chose to. Okay, let's make that clear.
Nor did I
So any
ask you to,
taxes
right or
that
wrong.
I'm not, I never once said
No,
that.
I'm saying right or wrong.
if
I'm
you
just
want-
asking right or wrong.
No, no one asked me to accept any payment. I did it out of the kindness of my heart because I considered you a friend. So any taxes I have to pay on that, I'm fine with paying. That was my choice at the time.
Straight
I'm
up.
fine with that. It's definitely not be $1,000. So yeah,
Let me make me small. That way you
I
guys
think we
can
froze
see
for a minute. Hold on.
Carrie. Oh wait, never mind. It's not. It's gonna ruin
Do
everything.
you guys see her? Because I don't see her.
I do, but she's frozen.
I see her.
But I wish I was on
Okay.
this.
There we go.
Kinda.
We're
Okay,
good.
now I see you. Now I see you. You went black for a minute.
I didn't hear.
What's the
nothing that was
entire
said. All I
tempo and
heard
vocabulary change the minute she joins? Well, I don't know who you're talking to. Whatever your name
We
is.
didn't say anything. You were like fuzzy. You cut out.
I said I never asked you to accept any payments. I told you from jump that I received payments on Zelle and Apple Pay. If you did it, you did it on your own.
I never once said that you.
No, I'm
asked
just
me or
making that
made me
clear
to.
for the people in the comments saying it.
Yeah, Ashley never said that May, told her to get the. No, Ashley said herself right now that she was just doing it out of the kindness of her heart because they were friends, right? But maybe I had to say
for the people
this.
in the comments. 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm being told that I made you
Or
do
never
things. I didn't make you do anything.
No, I never once said that, and no. I have my truth.
Because they're
and
like,
no,
because
she's never once asked me.
everybody's saying, oh, well, why are you making her pay taxes for your payments? I'm like, first of all, I never asked Ashley to accept not one payment from me, not at all.
Because you
Never
know how
did
people
I
are.
ever ask her.
Because
I never
you know
asked
how
you
people are.
to.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
the real question
But-
is,
But
you
May,
think
what you're
it's-
saying with that? But if it were
Did I
me,
what?
even though I didn't ask, because she had to pay for doing me a favor,
Right.
I would pay her for what she had to pay for that.
First
period.
of all, taxes haven't even came, and never have we ever even discussed anything about taxes. Period. So you wouldn't know whether or not
Yeah,
I
but
did or
I
didn't.
never.
Taxes have not even came. It's not even tax time. What are you talking about?
You two don't
I
speak
would never
anymore.
even
I'd be
ask
like,
that
let
of
me
you.
know the total. Here's taxes. Take care of it.
Okay. Once again, it's not the end of the year, and tax time is
Take
not
it for the
even
stars,
here,
guys.
period. And nobody expected that. Well, I didn't expect that this was going to even happen. So like I said,
didn't
we
either.
ain't even at that point yet at all. Neither was that ever discussed, anything like that at all.
We wouldn't.
If it were
It
me,
wouldn't be
I
discussed.
would
don't
have
care
made it
if
a
it was you.
discussion.
I don't care if it was you. We're talking about me and her, not you. You weren't
I
involved in our
Didn't say
friendship
you
either.
cared. I'm saying my
Good.
opinion on it.
Well, I didn't ask your opinion either.
Well, that's okay.
Oh.
That's okay too.
Oh,
Absolutely didn't ask.
What am I jealous of, Amina Fernandez? I'm just curious what I'm jealous of. I don't have any reason to be jealous. Like I said, made this very clear from the beginning. I don't hate her. I was just with how things ended. That's it. So I don't have anything to be jealous
How
of.
exactly did things end? Because what did I do to you?
So this is how I feel. Okay. When I left, okay, that day I left, I went live that night, had a sale, never mentioned you. It wasn't until it was brought to my attention.
That's where Maybae
Somebody
get hurt.
messaged, I think it was Ashley's Glam Stuff, and said, I don't know. I can go back and read it. I don't know if you had specifically mentioned my name or if you just categorized us as admin, but that somebody had stolen your money. And then I had brought it to your attention. I had messaged you on text, and pretty much was gone at
Which
this
you
time.
already knew
Didn't work
that.
for you.
You already knew that before I mentioned it. You already knew that. Me and you had already talked about it. We had been talking about it when we thought Buren Queen had took it. Remember, right or wrong?
That's why I was so confused.
So when
why
I went live,
Right or wrong.
So when I went live and I talked of the same thing, what I said with you.
Yeah.
I said the same exact thing on live. I never said Ashley nothing.
All right. Well,
Never.
then that's my apology. So it was brought to me.
The lives were still there.
Right. But then I messaged you, May, and I think this was right after somebody had messaged me when I was out on my boat. And I pretty much showed you my proof, which again, I said in this live that means nothing to you, because how do you know how many bank accounts I have? But coming from me, it was the truth, because I for one would never do that to you. And I hope that you would know that. But I was just showing you my account, that the only account I have connected to any Facebooks, and then nothing had come to me. And I just thought maybe you would be like, no, Ashley, I didn't think it was you, but you just gave me a little bit of different
It carries over.
vibe, I
She's
guess,
like,
when I text
let me get out of here.
No, I actually kept talking to you about it as we were talking about it before, about what we were talking about with Burn Queen is what we talked about. First of all, I never insinuated you from the jump. We had been going through this wasn't the first time that we talked about
I know.
this.
Oh, I know.
So why would this is what I don't understand. So listen to maybe you can understand where I'm coming from on this. Okay.
Yep.
First of all, me and you had talked about what had happened before, about where it went, or we're trying to figure it out, right? Me and you were added to other people's accounts to try to figure out what happened to the money and where the money went. Right. It was my payout that was taken, nobody else's, mine.
Right.
So we agreed, everybody at that point, that it went somewhere because it wasn't online. You know, I didn't have access to it, and I proved that. So why, if me and you were trying to figure it out together, why would you automatically assume that I felt like it was you when me and you were the ones trying to figure it out the whole time? Why would you think that I would think, why in my mind would I think like, oh, Ashley did it, so yeah, all of a sudden? Like, where did that come from when we're supposed to be such good friends? I don't understand where that came from at all. Because I didn't say anything to you or accuse you at all.
After I left, because people were coming to me directly to my inbox calling me a thief, telling me that I stole money from you, and that things were mentioned.
And when you said it to me, did I say, oh yeah, Ashley, I think it was you? I've never bit my tongue before. Why would I start now?
Right, but
or were we still trying to figure it out? When me and you talked, we were still trying to figure it out. So why would you assume that I thought it was you?
People really think Ashley stole it?
Because of the way you were responding to me in the text messages when I told you. I didn't feel guilty about anything. I have no reason to feel guilty because I would never take a dime from you.
I didn't say about that. I said you felt guilty because of the way you left, maybe.
Just for maybe's hurt.
I didn't say that. That's not what I just said.
No, I didn't feel guilty about the way.
Why would you feel? I'm asking you.
It wasn't rumors.
I said, why would you feel that I was feeling any type of way towards you? Period. Just because you left. So that's what I'm saying. Because you left, you felt that way.
Messages. When I text messaged you and I said, I have people contacting me, assuming I was stealing the money from you. And I sent you the screenshot of the chick that messaged me. You said somebody did. I absolutely went live and told them one of my admins did it, and it was true. And I had brought up that girl that we had thought it was.
I'm responding right there. I'm responding to what you're getting messaged.
Right.
Not what I'm responding to who's messaging you. That's what I'm telling you. Go ahead.
Right. And then I showed you my payout from what I get from Facebook. And you said, okay, well, no matter who did, someone did. And as I stated, and people can show whatever they want to see, but I really
shit wasn't
I don't know.
All right, so if you guys want to see the full live, it's on Cooking on a Budget. I see some comments, but let's get into 5 minutes after this, because Nicole on the right up here, bro, she goes off on Maybae, and I'm like, damn, she really just said all that? So let's go ahead and skip a little bit. They're still arguing at this point about the whole thing.
And I've said that, and I'll continue to say it. When I left, we had no beef. We talked every day. There was no issue. But after I walked away and certain things happened, and I will admit fully if I'm in the wrong, I have no problem with that. I'm not here to act like I'm right and did nothing wrong. All I'm saying is, when I left, do you think that it hurt me that I had to feel like I needed to walk away? I said in the beginning of the live, I wanted to do everything to prove to you that I was a loyal friend, because I knew how bad other people in your past had hurt you, and I did not want to fucking be that.
So what changed that then? What changed that is what I'm asking. What did I do to change that? No matter what I did in my personal life, what did I do to you to change that? Is what I'm asking you.
Hold the bus for 2 seconds. This is our show. You are not going to talk to people like that, and you are not going to be disrespectful to her. Do you understand? Or you're going to go. If you can talk like a normal human being without talking down to someone, then you can stay. If not, you can go.
I said what I said, and you don't want to hear it. That's what it is.
It's the way you say it, May. It is the way you say it, and you are not going to speak to her like that on this platform. Ashley, please remove her if she cannot speak to you like a decent human being.
I asked her what I did to her. I just asked her.
Yeah, in defense of May was just that's how May talks. May was just asking like what she wanted to know. Like I told you, May is so hurt Ashley left. May is the type of person that can't keep friends by this whole thing, by this whole live that happened. You could tell by that, right? May's hurt Ashley left because Ashley and Carrie actually told her, yo, we would never leave you, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, in defense of May, listen, that's how she talks. She was just asking, bro, Nicole popped off, and I'm here for it. So let's keep watching.
You talk down to her, and I will not put up with it.
Calm it down.
And what are you going to do?
Calm it down. And what are you going to do? Nothing. So calm it down.
Therefore, I can do whatever I want to do.
This is the problem right here, right?
But this is my thing. I asked her a question, period. I asked her, what did I do to her? What did I do to her? That's all I said. How's that talking down to her? Come on, let's be real.
Listen.
You cannot talk like a normal human being.
I am talking like a normal human being.
I have never gone on a live, ever. Nobody can ever heard me say that you've ever done anything personally to me. When I walked away, it was the choice that I made. I decided to walk away. Like I said, and again, it was nothing.
But why? He wants to know why you walked away.
You said that no, I didn't ask why you walked. You already told me why you walked away. I got the messages. I got that. Well, the question that I was asking you is, you said I wanted to be that friend to you. I said, what did I do to you to make you not be that friend? That's what I said. How was that talking down to anybody? I asked a question.
So, like I said, it wasn't anything you did. This person's trash.
Okay.
I never had anything against you personally. I thought we had a great relationship.
I didn't do anything to you.
No, and I've said that numerous times, man. All right. I don't have a problem admitting that. You personally have never done anything to me. Okay. I've said that, and I'll admit that.
But why did you leave me? Why?
That's all I wanted to know.
Yeah.
So then why couldn't you be that friend for me then?
At the time, I needed a break. And when I told you that, I said, I still love you. I'll always love you. And I just need to walk away right now.
Right.
You know, at one point.
So it seems like they ended their not their friendship, but their work, I guess, in good terms. She said, yo, I love you. I just got to walk away.
Maybe I can come back. And then after a little bit of time, because this kind of happened in a short span, some shit unraveled. And again, if that's not the way it was, that's an apology I can give. I am sorry if things were misconstrued, but I've never said that you've done it for me personally.
All right, now let's get into when May and Cooking on a Budget got a little into it. Let's see where it is. Just want to show you guys the action scenes.
So if I'm wrong and if you didn't, then that's my apology. But I'm just saying that's what it was.
This is what I talk about. This is what I talk about on my live all the time, because that's the question I want to ask. So what happens is we read these things in the comments, right? And it gets you all fucking stirred up because, I'm reading some stuff right now that could make me upset, right? So every single one of us do the same thing. Not you, Nicole, because you don't have a platform, and maybe not you, Ashley, because you don't, really talk on your platform. You're just selling stuff. But they're going to continue to play me against you, May, forever. And I'm going to continue to be me and crack my jokes and do what I do because that's what I do. And I've always been like that. I've been cracking jokes on you since I did the skit or the roast about you, what, a month and a half into the mentorship. And I'm going to continue to do that.
A joke on me ever.
Excuse me?
When
I did, you don't remember when I did the skit about you and I ate the macaroni and cheese off the counter?
When I told y'all to do the skits? Yeah.
No, you never. First off, you never told me to do a skit about you. I did that long before when I wasn't even.
I told y'all when y'all was talking about doing the roast. The roast that y'all did?
Sweetie, when I did the roast, I did a roast.
Yeah, there's
when I only had 1,000, not even followers. I did it as a joke, and then I let you know that I did it, right?
Right. There was 3 people that did it at the same time.
So I've been, you
can never be wrong.
I'm always going to be me. I make funny shit. If somebody brings up your name in my live and I want to answer it, I answer it. But what happens is they stir the pot. Then they go on your live and they say some shit about me or ask you a dumbass question about me. And then it goes back and forth, right? That's how I feel it happens. But one thing I can't stand is, everybody's chasing clout. Everybody's doing this. Everybody wants you, all this shit, right?
They do.
No.
All right. Sorry. Let me cut this here. It's funny because May said that everyone's chasing clout. Bro, she literally was crying. I'll show you guys a video after this. She was crying in her life saying she's not getting as much views anymore. The haters are not talking about her anymore. Bro, she probably has the same views as me right now. I saw a comment saying that. So I don't know if it's about clout. Relax. She says everything's for clout nowadays.
Our friendship I think, maybe not to you.
Carrie?
But our friendship was a real friendship, I thought.
We weren't in a relationship?
Listen, we had a good friendship. We called each other girlfriends, right?
No, we called each other wives.
Or wives. Okay, I'll give you that.
We weren't in a relationship, Carrie?
Say that again?
No? We weren't in a relationship?
I didn't say we were in. What's a relationship to you, though? Let's define that.
That's why I call you fake, bro.
Let's define it.
That's why I call you fake.
No, define that.
I don't know anybody that lays in the bed with their friends. I don't know anybody that gropes their friends, touches their friends, kisses their friends.
Wow.
Every time
somebody was touching you?
You kiss your wife?
Somebody was touching you and groping you?
Your wife?
Really? Oh, I wish she was on here. Did we have another thing so we can put her on here too?
Please do. Please.
Kissing you
she never rubbed my.
I kiss all my friends like that.
She never rubbed my back. She never kissed me. She never held my hand under the table. She never held my hand.
It's getting weird.
We were walking.
Oh, I didn't say she didn't hold your hand. Yeah, she probably.
Well, May's explaining that kind of does sound like a relationship, Carrie. I don't know, dude. That sounds like a relationship. I don't think friends do that for fun. I got to play devil's advocate, right? So that does sound like a relationship.
We did. Yeah.
You don't do that with friends. You were saying you were my wife and in a relationship with me on Facebook.
But the whole thing is, everybody wants to say that it was a relationship, a real
said we were in a relationship. What are you talking about?
Say it again.
I said you said we were in a relationship. I got the messages.
Listen.
When I specifically asked you and Patrice, was are we together? They're saying that we are not together. That y'all said we are not together.
We always said yes, we are. We're together.
Yes,
absolutely.
We are in a
absolutely.
So don't lie now.
Okay, hold on. Someone had a good point. Someone, let's see. Friends don't do that for fun. Have you ever heard of a F buddy? Doesn't mean your relationship. I mean, true. I guess you're right. Friends with benefits.
I'm not. Listen, but what I'm saying to you is you're missing the subject. You're missing the question. People are going around talking about we were sleeping with you and things like that. We were not doing any of that with you.
We sure talked about it. We talked about it, did we not? We talked about it, didn't we?
Did we not? Yeah, we had a conversation. And what was the conversation?
More than one. We had more than one conversation about it.
And what was the conversation?
Us talking about having sex with each other?
Yeah.
That we were getting to know each other more?
Mm-hmm. And
Then what? That you just didn't know how to go about it with Ivan?
And that you were in a poly relationship, so that's not something...
You knew that from the jump. You knew that from the jump. Stop playing. That's what I'm saying. You're being fake.
You were in a poly relationship. Neither my wife or I sleep with men, and that we were not going to sleep with Chosen. Okay. Did we not discuss that?
Never had you say we're not going to sleep with Chosen.
Oh, yes, we may.
Really? So you were talking. So you're
She's
my
capping
friend,
or what?
but you were talking about sleeping with me.
Talking about sleeping with you?
Sleep with your friend?
We had a conversation.
Stop it.
And I said to you,
"You're being fake, Carrie. Carrie, you're being fake."
I said to you, "There's no way for us to be poly because we don't sleep with men."
Because you didn't know what poly was.
And we don't. Excuse me, I know what poly is.
You said you didn't.
I know what poly is now.
What poly was. You didn't then.
No, I wasn't. No, I was trying to figure out like what the dynamics was. Absolutely.
Okay.
Because I had never had a friend that was poly.
Friends. We weren't wives.
Listen, nobody said I wasn't your friend.
Okay.
And nobody said we didn't call each other wives or girlfriends. Nobody ever said any of that.
No, you said we were in a real ass relationship. You're being weird. Okay, so we weren't in a relationship. That's good. All right, then.
What's your definition of a relationship? That's what I'm saying.
Anybody? I don't kiss my friends.
Okay.
I don't.
I kiss mine, but go ahead.
You kiss them every time you get up in the morning, and every time you leave to go to
maybe
work,
not every time.
You go to a restaurant, anytime you go to the store, anytime you walk out the house, do you kiss them every time you come home?
No, probably not every time.
Because that's what y'all did to me, both of y'all. You yeah. Yeah, as soon as Patrice come in from work.
I don't think every time, but there were sometimes. Sure.
What do you guys think? Is this a relationship or qué pedo? Like what? I don't kiss my friends. I understand the comment that said, "Yo, friends with benefits," but I don't know. May seems like she has a point right now. I don't know. Let me know in the chat.
Sure.
Oh, okay. All right. No, you're just fake. You're fake.
And what are you?
I'm not fake. I'm telling the truth. You're lying.
Oh, really?
Lie detector test on that shit.
Really?
You're lying.
Really?
You're lying. Yeah,
okay.
So we weren't in a relationship. We were just friends. So if that's the case, then what did any of this matter? Like, why would I? First of all, you're full of shit.
Why did any of this matter?
You're really full of shit. You're really full of shit. I mean, to be honest.
Do you not know what you did? I mean,
I didn't do anything to you. I didn't do anything to you, and I didn't put it on live. My daughter did. And then after my daughter did, then I went live.
But you, May, you didn't go on live and say your piece
over 12 times to my daughter, which is the only person I will apologize to, because that's the person who I hurt. So it doesn't matter what you think or anybody else
apologize to your daughter.
Period.
I don't care about that. We're not talking about your child. We're not going to do that.
I didn't do anything to you. Period. I didn't do anything to you.
May, how can somebody be friends with you after the situation, though?
Because
honestly, ask yourself that.
What I did. What did I do?
You sound stupid. A real friend would have stayed. Whatever I thought. You sound dumb. I would have left too. That's not morally right.
That has to do with
so someone should trust you after that situation, right?
Trust, girl. Fuck out of here. Apparently nobody should trust you, period. Because
I would lose hella trust. Like, bro, if May did that to her daughter, imagine what she would do to a friend. Bro, her own blood, a daughter, bro. What? That pendeja, bro.
You
she's
told
crazy.
Me we was in a whole relationship. Now we weren't. You're fake. Like I said.
May. But the God's honest truth is you think that people should trust you now after what happened.
I didn't ask you to trust me.
I didn't say me. I said people in general.
I don't care if nobody, I don't care about people trusting me. I don't care
that is the truth.
I have my family.
That's
all I need. All I need is my family.
The truth.
I don't care about having friends and shit. You know that. Everybody knows that.
Everybody knows that.
Secret. Everybody knows that. I worry about
You've proven that. You've proven that on, you've proven that.
Kissing my girlfriend meant that you've
proven you don't care what anybody thinks. Or what anybody says about you, or you've proven that. We will give you that.
Okay, so this is where Hogman. Okay, so this is where it gets interesting. So apparently Hogman, yes, it's a guy that he's part of May's mentorship, whatever. So he comes on and then it gets interesting what these ladies on the top had to say. That supposedly May doesn't even like Hogman, and she's being all fake, right?
That's good. You're right.
We'll give you that.
And you've proven that you're fake as hell.
Mm-hmm. I'll take it for coming from you. I'll hold that.
Please
I will.
do. Please do. Because you are.
Mm-hmm. I'll hold it.
I don't know anybody that lays up in the bed with somebody's husband with him right up on them and then they're friends.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He laid in the bed with you every time we were together. Every time we were together.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think you explained your half, and I've already explained that several times. But yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, however you feel, that's how you feel.
Mm-hmm. It's your interpretation and my interpretation. You're right.
No, it's what we talked about.
Mm-hmm. Why are you Polly then? Who's Polly? Oh, you're asking May or me?
Why am I Polly?
I don't know. Are you asking me or are you asking May?
Hogmaster. Who was talking before? Because everything I said prior is the same shit I said now. So who's I don't know who you're talking to.
I don't even see him.
All right.
But instead the ticket went to waste, but I should have did a refundable ticket, but I didn't because I thought for sure she was coming. But she didn't come. That's on her. I paid for the ticket.
Crickets. Crickets.
So.
Right. Just waiting on Hotman to come back.
Give a fuck badass. I was once the same person that you. Okay, so let's just get that fucking straight.
No.
Oh, hold on. What did I miss? Shit, I skipped too far.
So.
I don't give a fuck about how people feel. Really? She owns up to all her shit. Hogman, you ain't shit.
Oh, okay.
Just out there, okay? Because you seem like you some big badass. I was once the same person that you. Okay, so let's just get that fucking straight.
No, I never had sexual relations.
I don't think this is a skit,
I do
guys.
own up to my shit though. I do.
You will keep it.
I don't even. Where do you guys see Hogman? I don't even see him.
I see it on this little bubble.
So then, if you own up to your shit, then you'll admit that you don't even like Hogman and fucking Sugar's Closet.
Oh, I do like them, honey. We kick it outside of this. What are you talking
Really?
about?
You never talk shit about them to us, May?
Oh, I've never talked shit about Sugar, period. First of all. Never talked about Sugar.
She was
period.
lying to us, actually.
Never talked shit to Sugar about Sugar, period. Have I talked about Hogman being disrespectful and said everything that I said to y'all to Hogman? Absolutely. And he'll tell you that, sweetheart.
Sweetheart.
Sure did. Told him about himself and how he talked to women back then and how it was a problem in the mentorship that he was talking crazy to women. Yes, I sure did.
But he's still in the mentorship, right? He breaks all the rules, but you let him slide. You let him slide. Do the cha-cha slide in there. Bro, you got to be fair with everyone because I'm going to get into a point because, bro, it's like if you guys watch wrestling, this is like a Royal Rumble. Everyone comes in. So after this, it's Mikey Slay MUA, then Miss Nico, then Blasted for some reason comes in, which I didn't know why she came in, but bro, it's like Royal Rumble. People are just coming in. And yeah, so apparently Mikey is saying that you guys will see right now that she blocked two people for she blocked two people in her mentorship for supporting Mikey, which kind of sucks. You know, you're paying $1,000, close to $1,000, what, $750 for this mentorship, and you just block people because they're supporting a person you don't like. Kind of whack, right? Kind of whack move, but he does a lot of things. Hogman does a lot of things and she don't do shit about it. So
after that, we have developed a whole different relationship, and he has been to my house, and so has Sugar. I never had nothing to say about Sugar. What did I say about Sugar? Please tell me.
Got you, man.
Oh.
He must be on another live.
Let's not act like we had a whole ad.
No, Layla, yeah.
Chats and would pretty much dog every Tom.
Hey, Ashley.
In one way or
Ashley.
We're on 5 different
What did I say about sugar?
Screen.
Ashley,
what?
you know how when when we're working with creators and we tell them like, you know, you will develop your family and you will find like a like family that's like you. You can tell May's followers versus ours. You know, you do. You draw people
You
like
can.
you.
I know. But I'm gonna.
So
yeah. But at the same
Ashley's
time,
about to lose her shit.
I was one.
So what are you saying? My followers are what? Like what? What are you saying? My followers aren't as
Rude,
what?
like you.
Oh.
Disrespectful, like you. Think they know everything, like you. Are never wrong, like you.
I never said I wasn't wrong. I said here I was wrong.
Really?
Yeah, I really did. Really.
You own up to what you want to own up to.
No, I own up to what's
Thank you,
real
Nicole.
and what's
Okay.
true.
Okay.
If I'm wrong about something, I'm going to say I'm wrong.
No, you're not.
What does it matter? At the end of the day, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
I've never once heard you admit though that you're wrong.
I just said that I was
what are you
wrong
about? What
I
have
did
you
to my
ever been
daughter.
wrong
That's
about?
the
I've
only
never
thing I've
heard
been
you own
wrong
up to
about.
That's only
What have I been wrong about? You still said I hadn't even did nothing to you. So what are you talking about?
Your life.
I said I was wrong for what I did to my daughter. I said
Lose
that.
your shit.
To me personally, no, but I've
That's what
definitely
I've
done a
done.
lot of shit. I've been in
And
those
Ashley,
people's
you
shoes before,
talked
and
a
I've
lot
had
of
your back
shit
over
too.
shit that I may not have personally agreed with. That I may not have
Ashley,
personally
you're the
agreed
same
with, but I still
person
had
that
your
talks
back
shit.
because I considered you my friend.
Ashley, you talk shit about everybody.
I'm the same person.
You did.
What?
You
Oh,
did the
I'm
same
meaning to
exact shit.
A bunch of fucking dumb idiots you have in your mentorship? Absolutely. But I don't talk shit about my
Oh.
friends, the close people that I love.
Who is the close? Who am I talking shit about?
Bring it up. Show your fucking receipts. Now you're gonna get me mad because you're fucking lying, bitch.
I don't
Because me and
care.
you have
I'll
had
show
private
receipts.
conversations, but
sweetheart.
I've never said one
About
bad
who?
thing about
About
anybody
who?
that I fucking ever
About
wrote.
who?
But some of your
We
dumbass
We're gonna have
motherfuckers
to
in your
delete this
mentorship,
live.
private.
you're the fuck ass because you take money
We
from
have
fucking
private
anybody.
conversations
You
about
will
who?
take money from a homeless bitch if she's willing to
Girl,
pay
you
it.
will
So
take money from
absolutely,
anybody.
I'm a human.
She
Let's
would.
be
I will
real.
talk shit
Let's
about
be
people.
real.
Everybody does it.
Who I take
And
money
if you
from,
think that
Ashley,
you
or
don't,
did
or
you
you're gonna
take
say
money
that you
from?
don't, that's bullshit.
Did you take money from
we
her
all
or me?
do it.
Who?
We all do
I
it.
never said I didn't
We
talk
all
shit.
do it.
I
We're
never said
fucking
that.
human.
I never said I didn't talk shit. Never did I ever say that. I said you're the same person you were talking
Okay,
shit to.
and
That's what I said.
admit that I have talked shit to people.
That's what
I
I
all
said.
on my phone, but I don't
You're
talk
right
shit
about
about
that,
people I
Nina.
fucking care about.
Who?
Never
Who
have,
are you
never
talking
will.
about? Who are you talking about? Who? Drop the
Get your
name.
popcorn, y'all.
Who have I talked
You
about?
said, oh, talk shit about. Oh, who?
Who?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Say it. Who?
I didn't hear what you said. I didn't hear what you said. I didn't hear
Because
you.
the only people I've ever talked shit about to you, I've got all the messages, I've got all the shit I've ever said in admin groups. And I'll own up to any of it.
That's
but
close to me
that I love
that
and
I've
care
talked
about,
shit to
I
you
don't
about
need to talk shit
is
about them to make
Chosen.
myself feel better.
And you talk shit about Chosen to me.
Say that again?
Bro, she talked shit about Chosen, her own wifey, whatever you call her, May. That's why you can't be trusted, dude.
I said the only person
Sure
that I
the
talked
fuck
to you in confidence
did.
about
Didn't
was
like the
Chosen.
bitch one
And
fucking
you
bit.
talk shit about Chosen to me.
And you know why I didn't like Chosen? Because you were my friend first. And the feelings I had about Chosen were all the shit she did to you and the shit you told me she did to you. So sure as fuck talk shit about her. I liked you and you were my friend and I had your
That's
back
not true
first.
at all. You would tell me that Chosen was
What's
on
not
live
true?
talking shit about me. And I'm like, I got the fucking messages.
Sure the fuck
period.
did.
I got
Sure
the
the
messages.
fuck did.
So yeah, I didn't even know she was talking about me. You would get, you sure you're okay, May? Are you sure? And I tell you, I didn't want to tell you shit.
But you
Because I knew
did.
how you was, dog. I got messages where you was being a snake.
No, Jennifer.
Bro, you was talking shit about me to everybody after you left the mentorship. I got the proof. I'm going to drop it though.
Prove
You'll
it.
see it.
Let's see it.
I
Let's
am.
see it.
I
Let's
am.
see it.
I'm on my phone. I'm on the phone where it's on there.
So hop
I'm on
off
it. I
and
had to
on your
switch.
boyfriend's phone. Hop off and hop back
I
on.
don't have a
See it.
boyfriend, bitch. I got a husband.
Husband. I want to see it.
I said I
You
will
were my
post it.
friend.
I'm gonna post it.
Just
period.
like
I'm gonna
Carrie
post
was
it.
my friend.
I don't think she
first.
posted anything yet.
Nicole was my friend first. So if I see
Doesn't
your husband,
matter.
your wife,
You were the one that telling me
Jessica,
Chosen was shady to me.
nobody
You were.
cares
You were
about
the one
that
up all night
friggin'
talking
word
about
clout.
it.
So
You
sick
were.
of hearing that shit.
It's stupid.
It
Clout,
is
clout,
clout.
clout.
All of this is clout. Period.
anytime
And sweet,
It's clout
you're
when you have to keep
two-faced
going
as
live
shit.
talking about somebody.
You
You
know
have
what
to
I'm
keep
saying?
talking about them.
You're
So
that's your
two-faced.
content.
Really, you are. Everybody post the message.
So anytime I brought Chosen up, I was
Sure will.
harassing you about the way Chosen was treating you.
I'll post
So
it.
Oh, I'm gonna have to
I-
delete this because
I
it's on
pushed
Cooking on a
you to
Budget.
talk shit about Chosen. How does that even make
Yeah,
sense?
you did. You did.
When
I
I
got the
heard
messages. I'll post
Chosen
it.
talking
Don't
about
worry.
you,
I'm not gonna
just
argue
like
with you
any
about
of
it.
your other
I'll post
fucking
it.
admins.
Oh, she did post stuff. Okay, we'll take a
I'll
look at
also
it.
post
Not
after
I'm running to you.
good.
Anytime.
Nobody wanted you to be an admin in
They're
the
like
first place.
soldiers
Nobody
marching
liked
in a
you, Ashley.
No, nobody
band.
wanted you to be an admin in the first place.
Wow.
They
And
didn't.
why did you let
They
her
didn't.
in?
The people, my admins didn't want you to be admin. None of them.
But you
So
kept me.
anyway, they didn't. I did because I thought we
Christine,
was friends.
when someone does
Yeah, I
something
kept
to
you.
their child,
Anytime,
I did.
you can no longer
Thank
call
you
that
for the
person
anytime an
stars.
admin
a
was
friend.
removed from the group by you, we all were glad they were fucking
You're a
gone.
fake bitch.
We were all
Color
fucking
fake
glad
B.
when they were gone. Because half of them, just like you said yourself, Haley and Janetta, they're only there for fucking promotion. No, I don't want them. You sure you want to
I
add them
can't
back,
get in that.
Ashley?
I can't get in that
Come on.
cat fight. It don't have
Yeah,
nothing to do
because
with
of
me.
what? Because of what,
We're never in
Ashley?
the fucking wrong.
Ashley, you would
Till the
plant
fucking day.
seeds. Ashley, you would plant seeds and then you would wait until they grow. You would say shit and then renege on it later. I got the
Tell me
messages.
what I said and reneged on.
You never said
instance.
nothing about the knots. You never said nothing about
Sure
the
the
knots.
fuck did.
The knots is
Sure
another
the fuck
creator, I
did.
guess.
If I'm an admin and I'm busting my
What are you
fucking
talking
ass
about?
for someone like
I am
did,
Morgan.
some other admin isn't working up to par, why would I want to work with other people that aren't working up to
You're the reason why I took them out of you're the whole reason why I took the knots out of being an admin. You're the whole reason.
I made you.
I
made you remove them?
You're the one that
I
told
made
me.
you.
No, you didn't make me do a damn thing. But what you did
Okay,
do
let's get
was,
back to
like
it.
I said, you planted the seed and you said that they weren't doing their job. I'm just post all the shit. That's
Jerry.
it. Just post it. I just
Just
post
like
it.
any of the admins.
Because I can't even go
you
off of
had
my brain
removed.
on everything that you said because it's on my phone and I'm on that phone right now. I'm not on the other phone. This is my other phone that I cannot. There's nothing on there. You don't have that number.
Anybody.
All right, this kind of went south.
It went north.
Putting any work.
I'm not afraid of it.
Clearly,
Let it
they're
be known.
fucking
I
promotion.
talk shit.
That
Yep,
use
I
your
talk
live
shit.
feed numerous
So what?
times every day. I never did that. I used your live feed 2 to 3 times the whole time I worked for you.
It doesn't
Like these
matter
other
though.
people that
You were able
that are
to.
clearly
You were
using
able
you.
to though. You were. Why
But
are
I
they
didn't
using me? They're
want to.
admins.
I already had an
That's what they're
established
supposed to
page.
do. They're allowed to do that though. They're allowed to use my page.
So you never had an issue. You never had an issue with some of these people going on your live feed that were your admin numerous times every day?
No. When they were cluttering the page, and I would tell them about it myself. Yes, I did. Yeah, sure did. When they were cluttering the feed of the page, as we discussed, I discussed it with them. Yes, I did. Sure did. Sure did.
No, Layla. I'm cross-posting.
Sure did. I can't even.
Carrie's not quiet. Someone said Carrie went live last week, and she's not quiet. She's not quiet. She just did another live. This was Saturday, and then she did a live this morning. So I don't know if I'm gonna watch it today. But yeah, I heard it's good.
That's bullshit. So it's funny now that when
productive.
I leave and I walk away from your program.
Oh no, somebody else wants to join.
Now I'm some big piece of shit and nobody fucking wanted me.
No, I didn't say you were a big piece of shit.
Ashley,
at all.
Nicole,
I'm saying
can
that
you hear
nobody
me?
wanted you to be an admin.
Yeah, Bill would like
you
to
were
join.
taking over everything.
All right, so you guys get the point. Okay, so I won a few more, guys. I know, bear with me, but there's another thing I want to get into because the next thing, next live, I'm gonna show you, full circle to this. But next, I guess one of another May's mentee joins this live, which Ashley did not like, and just kicked her out. But let's see where it is, because then after this, then the mentee goes live, brings May and Carrie into the situation, and that's when the saga continues, guys. The whole thing gets better. So
you
I don't know
of
who
your
this guy
sister
is.
is. I meant well with you. And I want to know who the 6 people are that said that I am a Maybae hater. Because you said it on the live the other day that I'm a Maybae hater. Like, you said that 6 people called you out saying that, like, I hated you, and that I secretly didn't like
called you out.
Called you out, or
no, I said
whatever.
6 other people.
Right.
No.
This is not the guy I'm talking about. The one they bring up is, I guess, Glam Up. That's her name. Yeah, there she is.
Hold on, I don't know if she's on them.
There she is.
She's on. I see her.
Who's Vicky Valentine? I would love to know who that is.
Yeah, I'm here.
Who do we have now?
I've just been listening, and I'm just kind of like, I feel like I heard the rude comments of, oh, I'm sure Bryn does want to come in. I'm sure she does. But honestly, Ashley, something that I need to say to you, since we're talking,
I didn't say that. I said I'm sure Bryn wants to call her.
So, well, I heard what you said, but I
didn't hear anything you said.
I was there when May called you, and you immediately were talking to me like normal, and then May called you on 3-way. I was there, and you started saying, oh, I don't want to cuss on whoever's live this is. I don't even know whose it is. But when you said, oh, effing Bryn, I would never do anything like that to you. I would never do that. I can't believe that she did that. She invited, what's the name, May? What was the name of the people that she added? Exposed, that you invited to my live, but then turn around and told May that you couldn't believe that I did that. You would never do her that way. And then immediately messaged me after you talked to May.
You did. And I have the messages to prove it.
And said, yes, we
There you go, Ashley. There you go, Ashley.
I can't get them from right here, but I will definitely post it. I will happily post it because it was, and I trusted you up until that point. And immediately you went off on May saying what a bitch I was, how I went and dogged her and all of this. And I feel honestly like that was really hurtful when you did that. And I know you did it because then you messaged me pictures of your dog right when you hung up from May, pretending like you were sleeping because I had tried to call you and you didn't answer.
Right, you were messaging us both at the same time while we were on the phone with each other.
Yes, you sure were. And you're acting like you're all innocent and everything.
Yeah, she's
saying
not.
you're sure that I want to come in, but yeah, I do because
here.
I am going to say what I'm not going
and
to
Brian,
fight about
was
it
5
anymore.
days after that she was talking shit about me?
Absolutely not.
Exactly.
Absolutely
Make sure you
not.
screenshot all that and send it to me.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Let me back up. This is coming from a woman who literally came to me in shambles because she wanted to leave the admin position.
I wasn't in shambles, but yes, I did say I wanted to leave the mentorship. Yeah, and I told May that.
The one that
I told May that. And when
no offense to Glamour, but she seems like the type of person that's just like May's ass, like a teacher's pet. You know what I mean? No offense, because I know Glam Up, you might be watching this, but this is just how you're coming off right now.
Called me from Bill's phone. When May called me from Bill's phone,
her husband's work. The woman that did shelter, lived in fucking buildings with her daughter when she was young and did all these different. You talk so much shit about her.
I lived in buildings with my daughter.
I did tell you that that's what I was told.
Wait a minute.
So why are you?
What?
You're trying to turn it around, Ashley. You're trying to turn it around because
hold on.
You're trying to turn it around. That's exactly what you're trying to do.
Kids?
And when you did that to me, that proved anything and everything.
Trying to turn what around?
I will tell you what I said.
Ass off for that woman. What exactly am I trying to turn around?
All right, so you guys get the point. That was the last part. So then after that, they keep arguing. Ashley takes Glam Up out of the live. And this is where Mikey says, yo, you blocked 2 of your mentees because they support me, blah, blah, blah. So I just don't want to listen to this because it's going to be longer and I do have to get going a little bit. So the next live we're going to, or actually after this, since I'm not going to show you, Mikey said that about the supporters. And then Miss Nico came in. Honestly, Miss Nico, if you're watching this, you just came in to stir the pot. I'm not even going to lie. But I love it. I'm here for it. She came in and then Blasted and May got into it, which I honestly don't know why Blasted was on there. I was really confused. I'm like, most of the time Blasted was just watching. Like she could have just been watching from the outside like all of us were. But yeah, that's that. So now after this whole live ended, blah, blah, blah. Glam Up actually went on live too. She went live. I guess she wanted to get some, like May would say, clout out of this. So she had Maybae on. And then I guess she called up for what's her face, for Carrie, for Cooking on a Budget. So this is where, you know, Carrie lost her crap, because if you guys don't remember, Carrie did say she's not going to respond unless May talks about her wife. And that's what happened, yo. I think on this live, it's where it gets good. So I have not seen it. I wanted to watch it with you guys.
I don't know why I have a random red dot.
This is the last thing we're going to see for today's show.
Bill said, I'm going to pray.
I heard y'all got some questions.
Yeah, we do.
I don't know who you heard that from.
Hi, love.
I mean, I heard Bree say something about cooking on a budget or some questions she had, so here I am.
What did I say about questions? You guys?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. That's why.
We're talking about. What we were first talking about was, do you guys?
Wait a minute, I can't hear.
I can't hear anything either.
I can't hear what you're saying. I'm sorry. What?
Right, it's Bryn. So we were wondering if how the program works.
Mistake. I'm here.
Do you get paid? Are you getting paid, or do you just the people?
Well, here's the thing. If you had a question about that, you've never had a problem messaging me before. Well, so you could have messaged me and asked me.
They want the clout. Come
on. I am promoting. Yes, I am promoting the influencership. Yes. So if that's your question, the answer is yes, I am promoting it. I am not running it. I don't run the classes. I don't know enough about Creator Studio and Business Suites to do that, but I am promoting the page. Yes.
Okay, so you are getting paid for it, is that right?
I haven't got paid anything as of yet, but maybe I will. I don't know. That'll be up to me.
That sounds like that might be the plan.
Yes.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
It is.
So, can we clear up the relationship question? Were you or were you not in a relationship with May?
Look at May acting
as
stupid.
you guys know, on social media, when it's May, right? It's May.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's May. We loved May. We still love May. I don't have a problem with May, really. I just don't like some of the shit that she said and what she did. But anyways, yes, we were calling ourselves her girlfriend. We were calling ourselves our wife, just like, some of these bitches call her their cousin, and some of these bitches call, her sister, whatever. So, yeah.
Now, me and you said that that's what we were doing. That's what we said we were doing. We sat down and we talked about that, or that's a lie?
First off, we surely participated in that because I was on lives calling you my wife.
We never said, oh, we're going to say we're girlfriends so you guys can whatever. No, we didn't. We said, I don't go live. Your exact words were, I don't go live, and I haven't tried to go live with you up until now because I wanted you to know I'm not here.
May is making this
and I wanted you to know that I am really in a relationship with you and your girlfriend.
I wanted you to know that our friendship and what we had was real. I didn't want you to think it was all for clout, since that's all you scream. So yes, I didn't go live with you when I was hanging out with you in the beginning. No, we didn't go live.
So you were not in a relationship with me, but that's what you told me.
Did you not hear what I just said?
Well, you're a liar because you told me you were in a relationship with me.
May.
You're a liar.
May, what's a relationship to you? So I'm waiting for you
Girl,
a relationship like a sleeping relationship.
Like I said, I don't kiss on my friends. You said we were in a relationship. You're backpedaling.
Sleeping with somebody is a relationship. You know what I mean? To me, a friendship, yes, absolutely. You know, absolutely.
Friends don't call each other wives, Carrie.
Oh, May, how long you been in the gay community?
Friends don't call each other
wives. We call each other mom and dad. We call each other brothers and sisters.
No, we don't.
You've been in the
what
gay
friends
community.
Do you got?
Well, you need to get in the gay community.
I don't call my friends my mom
so
and
obviously
dad.
you're not in the gay community then. So we
Girl,
do
please,
say,
I am in the gay community. And don't ever question that.
Obviously you're not if you don't know.
Bro, they're arguing if May's in the gay community. This, like you guys said, this is some middle school shit. I love it though.
Sorry.
I'm just as much of the part of the gay community as you are, sweetheart. You have kids. And
I don't think so.
Yes, sweetheart.
You better
just
watch
yourself.
Now, you better watch yourself, lady.
You had a whole husband.
You watch yourself. That's right, a whole husband 20 years ago. You better watch yourself.
Doesn't matter.
To bring because
I'm still
she has something to say about Carrie. And here I am. Nobody wants to talk to you. Nobody wants to say to you. I don't care about no fucking lives. You know that. Bitch, I live. I don't need a live. Thank you very much. But
you're a liar.
I like this comment. One of you guys said, part of the gay community, girl, you just F anything that give you money or does what you want. Facts.
You already lied.
Did you have something that you wanted to ask me, Buren?
Yeah, so that's what I think people are wanting.
Brandon just turned
to
the
know
bot.
Is
right. Who the hell is she? Like she run the LGBT?
Who are you? You
girl, get the fuck out of here.
Hold on.
I'm a part of LGBT. And you can't take that from me.
See me in the streets and let me see who you are.
Girl, I'm going to fight a cancer patient. Are you dumb?
You can't do nothing but do this.
Shut up, bro. You can't whoop my ass.
That's it.
That's for real.
Bitch, you don't know what I can do.
You can't whoop me.
Okay?
You can't whoop me.
Whoop ass.
You can't whoop me, Carrie. Carrie, you can't whoop me.
Because
Carrie, you know where I stay. You can't whoop me, though. You can't whoop me, Carrie.
What is happening?
You
can't whoop me, dog. You can't.
Girl, please.
You're mad because I'm a part of LGBT.
That's why you had to, pounce on somebody. You scared, girl. Bye.
Carrie. Now,
listen,
we all know
I came on here to answer Buren's
question. Catch me outside. How about that?
And you're bringing me out of character. You're bringing me out of character
because you're a sick woman.
Because I am. Bitch, you're a sick woman. I don't have cancer, but you're a sick woman. You.
No.
Okay.
And I mean you
so get it right.
You're sick all the way
around. Get it right.
You're sick all the way around.
Do that.
You're sick all the way
so
around.
Anyways, Buren, before I hang up,
and I'm not
you
funny. I'm being serious.
Whatever your question is.
Listen. You have a
I don't gotta listen to you. I'm not even messing with you right now.
Oh,
Buren had some shit. She called me out. This is her live. Let her ask the questions.
May, go cook your ramen.
When I want to say it.
So am I. So am I. So will I. So will I. Period. You already know that.
Carrie.
Talk.
First of all, Carrie, I was taken out of the live, but right when I started to talk about Ashley.
She's so fake, bro.
And
May, shut the. Someone said May's gonna go tackle Carrie like she did to Chosen, bro. I still can't get over that. She probably is, and that's the way she's gonna win.
You and I were talking about what I said. We were gonna have Patrice and Matt do a cooking live, and what I said as soon as Ashley came into it, it was you didn't seem like nothing happened between us. We were talking, we were fine, and then
I don't have a problem with you, Buren.
Well,
have I ever said anything about you or anything?
No. Well,
at all.
Talk again.
No, sweetie. I messaged. I can. Listen, you can read your message. I messaged you.
Yeah, I saw the whole live. Carrie did not say anything about Buren or Glam Up. I don't know what's going on here.
If you I mean, if you watch me, and I don't think we watch each other, but if you watch me, you would know that that was during the time that I was moving. There was a lot of things going on. And I said to you, you know, I definitely want to do it. Yeah, Patrice definitely wants to do it.
May is driving me
The
nuts.
live with your husband. I thought that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, life caught up with us. We have a lot going on. So no, I didn't get back with you, but you assumed that it had to do with Ashley, right? Is what you're saying.
I do believe it had to do with Ashley. Yes, I do. I absolutely do. Because she unfriended me.
The lady on the left, correct me if I'm wrong, someone's asking. The knots? I don't know who's that.
And, you know, completely right when she said, "Are you talking to May again?" Who's talking to
that's between you and Ashley, is it not? I mean, I came on here because you said something about me. Bitch, you fake. You fake too. Okay? How about that? You fake too. Now what? We can all just call each other names. We can call each other names all night. That's not why I came on here. But see, you can't keep it right. Well, then, you know what? It's not your live, though. So have respect for the person's live, who it is.
Well, but I feel like that's how it should have been in the other live when I came in. When I started,
I didn't have control over that live, Buren.
You know, she said we were never in a relationship. As soon as we were friends, as soon as I started talking, then ballistic and showed her true colors.
Girl,
nobody. And I think people want clarification on what you that said it, Carrie. But
I can't hear what you're saying, but
it's really bad. And they said you can tell May's followers are followers in the membership. And I think that was really
Man, I don't know what the hell is Glam saying.
Okay, but that don't. But see, that don't. I understand what you're saying, Bryn. But I mean, like, if you're gonna speak, you know, if you're gonna say that you feel a certain way, or if you feel that I personally did something to you, then, you know, you can ask me. But anything that goes on between you and Ashley, I mean, I don't have nothing to do with that.
I didn't say I had anything. What people want to like,
right?
There seems to be like, is it a yes or a no if you and May were together? That's what the question was. That was going on. Is if you are not in a relationship. So that was the.
This is horrible hosting. First of all, audio is shit. Connections, it's all right. May over here talking over Glamour, bro. This is bad.
And also, if you were paid for the mentorship, or if you were.
All right, let me skip it. See if something else pops up.
Those were the questions.
Situation with Patrice and your husband cooking on live. I answered that, right?
Well, those were the things that I was talking about. Yeah. But
okay.
I don't think it's made. I think the question was really answered.
Huh?
The question was what?
Because you know you keep saying.
She said she doesn't think the question was really answered.
Yeah.
What wasn't answered?
If you were actually in a relationship with May or not.
Bryn, okay, I'm talking to you, right?
Yeah.
Me and May have already beaten 20,000 dead horses, okay? You called Cooking on a Budget. You said my name on this live. I came to answer your questions, okay? If May has something to say or whatever, I don't give a fuck, because now I'm pissed off.
Oh.
And I'm not good at dealing with people when I'm pissed off. So
Look at her noodles.
I don't want to come out of character. But anyways,
look at her fucking noodles.
I answered that question 20 times already on my own live. So I came on here as a respectful thing to you, because I don't have an issue, to answer your 2 questions. And I did that. So
I didn't.
You ladies have a nice night. Unless you have any other questions that you would like to ask me, bro.
Hold on. Someone said that Maybae had Miss Nico in tears last night, and then Miss Nico just commented, "I have lost all respect for her. Not that there was much left, anyways." Damn, what happened? What did May do to you? I want to know.
Friend.
I don't think that there's really any more questions specifically that are coming to mind right now. I don't know that we really got an answer. For people are still like saying
I don't care what people are saying. Those are I'm asking
Thank you for
you
the
because
stars.
I ain't never had no issue with you, but you called out my name, so I'm coming to you. I don't care what they're saying.
Like I called you out in a bad way. I didn't call you out.
No, I didn't say that, but you called for me, so I wanted to come and answer your question so you wouldn't be sitting on here wondering what the answer was. You got the answer, right?
Are you and Ashley and Nicole charging together, or
Bro,
are you guys? Are you just promoting? Because it seems like some people think you're just.
Bro, Bryn Glamour reminds me of like a school teacher trying to get everyone. Okay, let's play nicely. Blah blah blah. Bro, stop. Stop.
Hey, baby.
But some people that think you're not getting paid for it. You're just helping share.
So let me ask you this. I just answered that. I am promoting, but let me ask you this. How much money does your husband make at his job?
Is that a real question?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. How much money does he make at his job?
I'm so sorry.
He brings home $100,000 a year.
Oh, good. Okay, good. I'm just saying, what is that? How is that significant to anything we're talking about? If I get paid, when I get the money in my hand, I'll let you know how much it is. Okay?
I just feel like you're dancing around.
If you're questions, why aren't you answering?
How am I dancing around it? You asked me a question. I told you I am promoting Influencer 101. Am I involved in it? Absolutely. Am I teaching the classes? Hell no, I'm not.
Because
Ashley and Nicole teach the classes.
Yeah, Bill, can you hear me? And that you weren't.
I couldn't hear
anything.
I can hear you now.
Promoting. So, there's a question of if you are or are you not getting paid.
I have not got paid yet, but if I do, like I said, you can call me back on the live and I'll tell you how much I got paid, okay?
Is your intention to get paid?
Oh my God.
It's a possibility. We've talked about it.
Who does not want to get paid on a platform? Yes. She's gonna get paid. Why does that matter, bro?
Yeah.
So you're
okay.
You're going to get paid.
Okay, Latina.
I mean, it's a possibility. It depends. I mean, how do you know anybody's even went and joined because of me? I mean, we don't even know that, do we?
Oh, so you get maybe a referral fee? Is that what?
That could be possible. I don't know.
I'm asking. I'm genuinely.
Okay.
That's how it works.
But I'm answering. Yes. Uh-huh.
So maybe that's what it is. Maybe you're getting like a referral, kind of like it.
Possible.
You sent me. You sent me these people, then you're gonna get a kind of a kickback for it.
Mm-hmm.
We're just wondering how it works. That's just kind of people in the comments as well. And I said, what I said about you and Patrice is that I felt like we had a good chat. I felt like we were, I feel like we were talking nice with each other. We were going to do the live. I thought it was set. And then it's like, sudden you guys come up with this mentorship and then you didn't really respond.
No, I think you're reading into it too far because Bryn, I don't have an issue with you. I never did. So I think you're reading into it a little too far. Nothing has anything to do with Ashley.
I don't know why Bryn cares.
We didn't do the live with you because of circumstances that were going on during that time, but it had nothing to do with you or Matt. So I don't know why. I mean, I feel bad that you felt that way, but it ain't that way. If I had a problem, I would have just said, we're not going to do it. That's it, period.
I would hope, because I didn't ever have anything with you. In fact, I actually gave you a heads up about certain things that I had experienced, So I felt like I was.
Let me skip this.
Y'all ladies have a beautiful night.
So
But you also leave out, things, but I'm not going to be like you and call you out right here because I'm not going to do that. But
I'm not gonna
right
be like
now,
you.
you're not, all this is not jiving because you had a lot of things to say on our conversation and not just about Ashley. But those were our private conversations, so we'll leave it like that. But you're not innocent, Bree. I'm sorry, Bryn. I'm sorry. I hate that I keep calling you Bree. You're not,
No, you
you're
don't.
not innocent with that. So I'm a little bit shocked to see you on here, That's all.
She wants the
But I wanted to
clout.
come just clear up your questions. I really don't got nothing else to say. Y'all ladies have a beautiful night.
Not that I have questions too, though.
Toodaloo.
See, I don't understand. I really don't. I don't get it.
A lot of people don't get it. But yeah, that's what went down, guys. I know you guys want me to see what happened with Cooking on a Budget. She went live. Maybe I'll review that tomorrow, guys. Have some content left over for tomorrow because this week is gonna be a strange week. It's a Thanksgiving week, so I might go live Tuesday and Wednesday, just 3 days in a row, and maybe take Thursday and Friday off. I don't know yet if I'm gonna come on Friday, but Thursday for sure, take it off. But yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy this thing. Well, this CHISME, this was like the whole thing that happened on Saturday, bro, was like, damn. Like y'all really like set up May for that. But hey, I'm here for it. I'm here. I like to see it. And also, I'm sorry, Miss Nico, you had to go through that with Maybae. I don't know what happened. I don't know where it happened, but I would love to see what she said because May, from the beginning, you could tell Maybae is not a good person. But I know there's people that still follow her, people that strongly feel that Maybae might change their lives. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think she is, y'all. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. And yes, I'm 100, not 100. I want to say I'm 95% better. I was just, feeling really bad last week. That's why I didn't hop on. I was like, you know what? I got to rest up. I got to rest my voice because I do this for a living. I talk to y'all. But yeah, as of that, guys, that's going to be it for today's show. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. Someone said the video was deleted because Mikey went on and showed his what? Mike, where did that happen? What? Where did Mikey show his behind? Bro, Mikey, why, bro? Why? Someone said wasn't Mikey. All right, if you guys know any more details, please message me. If not, I'll see you guys tomorrow. We're gonna have 3 shows back to back to back, so hopefully you guys do enjoy that. And please have a great rest of your Monday. I know I'm gonna go watch the World Cup. It's on right now. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.